See him on the land, laying down over there. Huh? Big Jook dead. Yeah, for real? Big Jook. Whoa.
That story we told you about off the top of the broadcast, a deadly shooting in Hickory Hill with connections to Memphis rapper Yo Gotti. Fox 13's Lakia Scott joins us live tonight from St. Francis Hospital. That's where the victims were taken. Lakia, what were you able to find out? Good evening to you.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person killed is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Big Jook is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Now, we were at that scene earlier.
Was probably with me with 2 houses getting kicked in, but the oldest one, Jook, he was with me maybe with 3 or 4 houses that I had that, you know, the doors got kicked in. They had,
she got 3 kids. And I was explaining, I was explaining to my daughter, because Mario is not here, I was explaining to her that this was my firstborn. I had all my mistakes. Everything I did wrong was with him. Right. This was my firstborn. And then when I had Mario, Lil Robert, y'all don't know about Lil Robert, I lost a son, Lil Robert, Mario, then Pooh, then I knew to do better.
So, YouTube family, this your guy DJ Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Man, let's break this Big Jook situation a little bit deeper with more understanding, clarification, and more evidence. We will be using receipts, clips, all that, but I need you to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and let's rock out with a good show today. Ladies and gentlemen, we know what's going on. Now, Memphis authorities address speculations linking the fatal shooting of Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook to the young Dolph situation. So we now know allegedly it's 100% connected and a lot of ins and out about it. Now, the older brother of Memphis rapper Yo Gotti was reportedly shot and killed a day ago outside a local restaurant hours after leaving a funeral. Now, Anthony Big Jook Mims took place at Pigeons or Pergion's restaurant and event center on Winchester Road, where one man was shot and killed after another one was rushed to St. Francis Hospital and airlifted at that due to the shooting that began around 4:15 p.m. on Saturday, January 13th. Now, we know Jook, he is one of the CEO frontrunners of the CMG music label that has a stellar plethora of artists through, up, and down. So let's just get on with that.
To the family of rapper Yo Gotti confirmed the man killed outside a Hickory Hill event center is Gotti's brother. Memphis police identified him as 47-year-old Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Mims was shot in the parking lot of Pernon's restaurant and event center. Another man who was shot is still alive but in the hospital. Tonight, police are looking for a white Ford Explorer SUV in connection with the shooting. It has dark tinted windows and black wheels. A witness told police they saw suspects in the SUV speeding away, and surveillance video also shows this. If you recognize this vehicle or have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH.
Now, that white vehicle you seen that sped away, they've took so much images of it. Now, Memphis Police Department were flashing it everywhere. This is what led people to believe they will track the people who killed him, because there's a lot going on with at least one shooter that they say they are well aware of. I'll be doing a separate video of that because that's going to take me bringing more receipts and it's going to elongate the video, so I'll do a separate one. But you can see the vehicle here. It has a weird, eerie feeling as far as behold a pale horse, as far as the white symbolic of the vehicle, because it's the same situation with young Dolph. A white symbolic vehicle in this case is a Mercedes Benz, the other one is a Ford Explorer. But everybody were looking at this as far as, you know, deep religious and spiritual values to it, but we're just gonna stick to what we know and seen. As far as another suspect believing to be part of this, we know it runs deeper into it. Now, the chief said they know of at least one shooter, but suggest there may be more, as several videos and photos taken at the scene circulate online. Local patrons in the parking lot basically, you know, described the situation as a shootout, but we know what it was because a switch was used and Jook was hit over 10 times. But according to the reports, there was over 300 alleged rounds found on the ground as far as shell casings, that is. And a lot of this is being eerie simulated and led back to many unfortunate events, such as the CEO TZ murder when he got killed and left.
Interest in young Dolph's murder has now also been killed. Family members confirmed Joshua Taylor was found shot and killed in Orange Mound yesterday afternoon, leaving that community on edge as they worry who might be next. WREG's chief investigator Jessica Gertler uncovered some new details about Taylor and his possible connection to that young Dolph case. What do you know, Jess?
Well, Greg, this goes back to February 2022. Joshua Taylor was named as a person of interest in young Dolph's death, but he was never charged. Tonight, police are remaining tight-lipped about this latest incident. Loved ones shared these photos of Joshua Taylor, a father of two, the latest victim of gun violence in Memphis. They were too upset to do an interview, but Tellis Taylor, also known as CEO TZ, was found shot to death in Orange.
Now, I will be doing a documentary and I'll give you the full update as far as that, but it's been a string of people who have been hit as far as being involved in this case, but we're going to stick to Jook and do separate ones on that. Now, Jook, there's a lot that's been being posted about him and his beautiful family, and there's been a lot that's, you know, made people unfortunately have to speak up as far as people posting pictures of him as far as laid out, blood everywhere, and people thought it was distasteful. Folks wanted folks to do way better than posting things like that. You know what I'm saying? The ins and out of things. Now, to go deeper on it, the family have already spoken and said that Jook was being tracked down during the whole procession and the repast, the funeral itself. Now, the funeral itself, if you wanted to look at that, let's get in deep into that as far as the funeral, because we know with Jook, everything was in too deep as far as their whole street life. I mean, their mom gave clarification to that street life and who they are and where they come from.
She got 3 kids, and I was explaining, and I was explaining to my daughter, because Mario is not here. I was explaining to her that this was my firstborn. I had all my mistakes. Everything I did wrong was with him. Right. This was my firstborn. And then when I had Mario, Little Robert, y'all don't know about Little Robert, I lost a son, Little Robert, Mario, then Pooh, then I knew to do better. Right. But him, I don't know if y'all want to do this live, but I might.
Mom giving you breakdown of the lifestyle of what they did and where they came from. But this is the funeral of the kingpin that they've experienced and went to go visit. Now, this kingpin is a family friend. This kingpin is related to them. So it was not a situation where, you know, as far as tied in marriage related, but it's not a situation they were just trying to be seen. It was a dedication to a real one in the city of Memphis, and they had to be there. Now, this gentleman here, who, you know, Jook gracefully called Unc, they went there, and Yo Gotti was definitely there with Angela Simmons, and it seems like a somber, sad moment that's turning into a nightmare for the entire Gotti family. Now, seems like a beautiful moment, but tragically ends in the worst way. Now, there was a police conference for that situation to address speculations or whatnot. Let's get to that.
There's a lot of things that we don't have answers to. But what I can share with you was at 16:15 hours, we had officers in the area of 6385 Winchester, which is the Caroline Event Center. He was flagged down of a shooting of a male victim who was inside his vehicle. Officers pulled over to the scene. The victim was transported to the hospital, St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. There was a second victim who also was transported to the hospital. He was subsequently airlifted to Regional 1, where he's in critical condition at this time. My condolences go out to the families on this incident. But we don't have, right now, we do have video that we're analyzing, but we don't have a clear suspect identified at this time. But we know that a weapon was used, a firearm was used in this incident.
Does that video show anything in terms of a car, a vehicle that was in this area?
We're still analyzing our video, but we don't have a clear suspect identified.
Will you be releasing videos to the public?
We're working on trying to develop suspect information, and as we get information, we will release what we have as it comes forward.
Can you tell us whether this is relative to Young Dolph, Big Jook, Yo Gotti?
There's no. This is preliminary, so we hadn't developed a connection to that at this time. We do feel like the individual that was shot was possibly targeted by the suspect.
You were hearing there was a repast or some sort of funeral procession going on over here at the time?
Yes, these individuals, the two individuals that were shot, were attending a repast at this location.
Last question.
How many suspects did you say that there were?
I never said how many, but we know at least one shooter that we believe at this time that there may be more involved in this.
And has family been notified?
We're in the process of notifying family and getting a clear identification on the victims at this time.
Can you tell us whether one of the victims is Yo Gotti's brother?
I can't confirm anything yet.
All right, thanks everybody.
Can you just say and spell your name one more time? Our mic wasn't on at the time.
I'm sorry, Paul Wright.
So there you have it there, clarifications. I'll be updating and covering this with speculations that's going through other bloggers and on the streets, but we're gonna keep it funky so nobody gets indicted. Enough hurt is going around, enough mamas having to wear them black dresses and bearing their own seed. It's unfortunate, to be honest with you. Our thoughts and prayers with all the folks in Memphis and Tennessee as well. You know what I mean? I'm DJ Bless One, the best one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. More tragic news after tragic news. Let's hope we can make it groovy in the right way. Blessings.